All right, everybody, welcome back to the Clara CFO Group channel. Today, I'm going to show you how to calculate your coverage and what is FDIC insured of all of your bank accounts. The FDIC actually has a calculator. It's called EDIE. I'm going to open it up here in just a second and walk you through how to use it. But you can go through and you can tell this calculator the different accounts that you have and the different types and categories. If you remember the last video I had, I will make sure to link that up here somewhere. But the last video we talked about the different insurance coverages based on categories. So this is going to help you figure out based on the category type how much FDIC insurance you have and whether you have potentially some amounts or deposits that are uninsured. So this is helpful to understand. And this is going to give you actually a report. You enter in all your bank accounts and you're going to have a report afterwards that you can see what is potentially at risk of being uninsured. I am going to show you this in just a second. If you aren't already subscribed to the channel, now would be a great time to do so. And we are going to go ahead and get into this program. It's through the FDIC website and it's called EDIE. All right, let's go. All right, here we are in the FDIC website, and this URL is edie.fdic.gov. Okay, so you should be able to see that here, but we can also maybe make it a little bit bigger so you can find it. So if you get to this page, what you're gonna do is you can either go down here to calculator or you can scroll all the way down and go to use EDIE now. I think that's the nickname for this. And so here is where we can actually plug in all of the different bank accounts that you own. You can do this on your personal side. You can do this on your business side. Really, you can put everything. There's no, then you can see what's covered on your personal, what's covered on your business. Really, any bank account that you have, you can start listing it in here. So the way that you do this is it starts with entering in information about the bank. So let's say, I'm just going to make up some information here. Let's say I have a Bank of America account. Now, what it's going to want you to do, which I don't know why it doesn't pop up with Bank of America, but I'm going to select Washington, where I am, and I'm going to just click Seattle up here since Seattle has a lot of banks. Here we go. There's Seattle. And here's where you can go ahead and find a bank. I'm going to select Bank of America right here. And then you can actually select your individual branch. I'm going to go ahead and pick this Crown Hill branch. Okay, we're going to use this bank. And then you're going to say, what kind of account is this? I'm going to first start with a personal account. And then I'm going to say this is single, no beneficiaries. These are those ownership types and categories that I was talking about in my other video about the FDIC insurance by category. This you should be able to find out in your bank information. And if you need help, you could probably call up your banker and ask what is the account type. You can put that in here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and type in Hannah Smolinski since that's my name. And I'm going to give this a nickname, and I'm just going to make up an amount here, and let's just put 25,000 in this, and I'm going to add to report. Something is missing. Oh, is the owner living over here? Yes, I am living. I'm going to add that to a report, and then I'm going to, before I go any further, I'm just going to go start adding new accounts. So this time, let's do a business account, and if you click sole proprietorship right here, it's going to take you through it like it was a personal account, because if you're a sole proprietor, it's probably a personal account. But let's do a business account owned by a corporation or partnership or organization. And let's just type in some numbers here. I'm going to just give this is not doing any kind of social security check. So I'm just going to put in a fake number there and account nickname. Let's do business, B of A, business checking. And then we're going to say that my total is 350,000. And I want to do that for the purposes of this. Okay, continue to enter additional accounts if you hold any at this bank. Okay, so that's at this bank. Now we want to go to add another account, but in this situation, I want to see if I can change. Okay, so you can create one report per bank. So if you have accounts at another bank, you'll want to do another report for that. So this is going to be my Bank of America report. Let's go ahead and do one more business account. It's also owned by the corporation. Let's do Clara CFO Group. Look, it's already identified me there. And then I'm going to put a savings account here. and the account balance is $20,000. Really, I probably should have flipped those, but anyways, this is all for demonstration purposes. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and calculate coverage now. And then look, it's giving us a attention. We can understand what is going on here. So let's look at this number. So I had so obviously this personal account that's single is all insured because it's under the $250 limit. And you see how it's broken it out with categories. This is all the single accounts, which you just entered one, but we entered in 2 business accounts, okay? So with that, the checking and the savings totaled to $370,000. You can see that here, but they sum both of those together, and our insurance of what is insured for this business and account type is only $250,000. So we actually have $120,000 of uninsured deposits at Bank of America using this report. Okay, so this is a very helpful tool. If you are unclear and unsure about the different types of accounts that you have and how they roll up together for these insurance limits, please go ahead, spend a few minutes and plug in all of this information into EDIE, okay? And then you can print this for your own records. It doesn't get sent anywhere. It's just trying to help you understand your risk exposure, okay? So you might want to do this, and then you can create a new report if you want to, okay? We're gonna lose all that data, that's fine. So if I had another bank, there's a bank locally here called KeyBank, although that bank lookup doesn't seem to be working all that well for me. Let's go ahead and do Seattle again. And then I'm gonna go to KeyBank. Now, if you don't find your bank in here, you might be a little bit concerned. There's KeyBank. I'm gonna go ahead and pick this first branch and use this bank, okay? Now, the different branches don't matter. So you could have accounts at different branches, but if it's all a part of the same bank, you don't get to have like insurance at one branch and insurance at another branch. If it's all part of KeyBank, it's regardless of the branch. That's how the insurance is calculated. Okay, so I could go through this again, but I'm not going to because I've already showed you guys how to do this. But go to EDIE, calculate your FDIC coverage, and hold on to that documentation. Obviously, account balances are going to go up and down, and they're going to change over time. You can redo this report at any time if you have maybe a significant influx of funds or your business is really growing and you want to do a reassessment. This is super easy to do, and you can pop in at any time. And you know, it looks like you don't even really have to put your real tax ID number or anything on here. So if you just want to do it for informational purposes, just put a fake tax ID number in there. Okay, so I hope that was helpful for you, and hopefully it calms a little bit of your fears and also helps you know what steps to take if you do need to open up another bank account or diversify your risk a little bit more. All right, thanks guys, bye.